Hey, this is Umilade with the Innovate One Nigerian visa application. I'm going to walk you through the application step by step. First thing is selecting the application type and processing country. We're going for a vacation, so we're going to get the free visa, United States. Start application. All right, application form. Acknowledge the data protection policy and then begin to fill in each one of the information fields. Title, first name, middle name, last name. All right, gender, and then email will be pre-populated because if you already have an account with the Innovate website, which I am using my Gmail account, then it would already be pre-populated. Then you want to enter in your date of birth. All right, then they're going to ask you to upload a photograph of yourself. Make sure that you have the appropriate dimensions. Right now, I'm going to be using an image of my son, just for information's sake. This is all just for example for you guys. Step 2 is personal information, which some of the fields will be pre-populated from the beginning of the application. They simply want more information about your nationality on section 2 of this application. Also, they'll want more information about your identity, your hair color, your eye color, your height, and any identification marks. Keep in mind that the visa will be sent off and it could take up to 30 days. So when you send it off, you want to have in mind the address that you would like for your visa to be sent back to, and they do not require a P.O. box. The address can be a temporary one, but you want to make sure that you're there to pick up your visa when it does arrive. Here, they're offering you to enter in your permanent information. So you'll enter in permanent information. Don't forget to select your county. Excuse me. Don't forget to select your country. All right. So yeah, don't forget to select your country. For us, we're selecting the United States. All right. Now, make sure that both addresses have proper information. They match. Next, you're on step 3. Step 3 is passport information. Issuing country from the United States again. And then you'll also have to have your passport number, which can be found on the passport data page. For some, in case you don't know, that's where your picture is. It should be in the top right hand corner. Then you're going to enter in the date of issuing and the date that it expires. This is important as well, as you'll note in the ahead and later in this application. Your date when you plan on traveling has to be valid 6 months of the time that you plan on returning. You'll see. Also, put in the place of issuing where your passport was issued to you, which is the United States. Then you're going to upload a picture of it. All right, so after you upload the picture of your data page, your passport data page, you're going to select the visa processing information. Fill that out. If you're going for a tourist, in this case, we have selected the tourist and the country that you're applying from, which again is the United States. Then you go to the next field, the embassy and preference. For me, I want to go to Los Angeles. Ever since 2020, the Innovate website for Nigeria does not offer you to select Los Angeles as one of the options. So instead, keep in mind to select Washington, D.C. until they update the website. Your purpose of the journey is festival. If you're going for tourists, say festival. You don't want this to be hard. Don't make it complicated. The number of entries that you intend to take, for me, I enter single. You can put multiple, into the number of times, into how long you're going to stay, and how much money you'll have on hand, because later you'll find out that you will need your bank statements, which would have to show that amount. Now, you're going to enter in the purpose of date in which you intend to go. This is where I said that it's important to have a passport that is going to be valid, because if your passport will be expiring within the duration of your stay, your application could be denied. For me, my passport will not be expiring in the duration in which I plan on staying. So this process will be okay. It'll be fine. You should also have received your invitation letter. The invitation letter will provide you with the address. This is the section where you enter in the intended address in which you'll be staying at. And so you want to make sure that all of that information matches what is on the invitation letter. Okay? All right. I also want to keep in mind that it is important that you do not forget this field is the passport type. As you can see, for me, I selected the standard one. Moving along, let's go ahead and scroll to the bottom of this. Also, if you're going for work, you want to enter in any, information regarding employment, as it may be the reason why you're traveling. Don't forget to enter that field. For me, it isn't. So I'll be skipping that part. And then we're going to go down and we're going to hit the next button. All right. So now we're on step 4. This is for anybody who has had or filled out a previous application and traveled off to Nigeria. In this case, for me, it hasn't. If you have, you'll enter in all of the appropriate information for this field and then select next. All right, now you're on step 5. Step 5 is travel history. If you've ever been a resident for any other country, how long have you stayed there? Have you ever gotten in trouble? Has that visa for that residency expired? This is the place where you enter it. Don't forget to select the box where you all right, this is the part where you select the box where you have to understand that you must comply as an immigrant to which the country that you're about to enter. Next screen here, we have the reference number and the application number that you'll be provided. You're going to do a final take at all of the information that you have submitted. They're going to offer you to print that information here. You could also save it to print it later when you're prepared. Once you take a look for that, I always advise people to print off 2 pages of this. Whenever you're ready to print it, print off 2 pages of it. Then you'll be able to proceed forward to the payment method section. And in this section, you'll see where you have to make that $160 payment, as that is the cost to travel. That is the cost to submit your Nigerian visa application.